Hey everyone, it is Catherine, and I am going to do kind of a before with my craft sewing planner catch-all room. I am just showing you what it looks like kind of from the hallway, and then we'll go in and close the door because my kid is in the other room. And this is my pegboard. It is not up yet. Okay, let me close the door. And that is actually something worth mentioning. My room is now on the first floor. I have done videos in the past. If you look on my channel, you'll see like overhaul of my craft room and organization, and I have photos up on my Instagram. That particular one would be K&M Plans. I have another one, K&M Plays. And so, okay, I tried and tried and tried to get that room into a state that worked, and it just wasn't going to happen. I realize that now because the storage that I had did not work for me. The space that I had did not work for me. And I'm going to talk a little bit about that as we go through. So I want to preface this by saying this table I got from Joann's, same with the cutting mat. Everything else is from IKEA. So this isn't like some super posh, fancy thing. I bought all this myself. And a lot of it was just kind of thrown together because I didn't know what I was doing and I just wanted something that fit in that space. Upstairs, I have the Kallax unit and 2 Alex towers. These are Alex tower, like the filing cabinet size ones. I have like the taller version upstairs, 2 of them, and I just couldn't make it work. So this is the Klimpen, and I have the bookcase on one side. I have the filing cabinet type situation on the other. Sorry, I'm out of breath, and I just want to preface this by saying I was one of the unlucky people who's been sick this year. I had pneumonia in February and I spent all day coughing. And yes, I realize it's now September, but I think this is probably going to be a long-term problem for me. So forgive me if I sound a little like I'm gasping in the background. It's because I am standing and talking. Otherwise, I am fine. Okay, so these are the 2 Alex towers or units, whatever, and a Linman desktop. I have covered these with like this faux wood grain type, and it's textured too. I bought it from Amazon. I have linked it in other videos where I used it. I have these, all of these are from the Leah Torp collection. So if you like these things, they are all still available. This is the entertainment center, and we bought this purely because we needed something to house the printers. We didn't have anything to house the printers. We have 2 printers. That one is mine. It is a photo, like art print quality printer. I use it to do a lot of my planner things, and that is just a toner one thing. I don't know, my husband likes it. I hate it. That one might come out of here. It might not. We're discussing it and trying to figure out the best situation. So I will say, if you have a lot of printers and things like that, this has actually worked so well for us. And we put like the papers in the drawers, and it's great. And I love that my kid can come in and just pull the drawer, and the papers he's allowed are in that drawer underneath the white bin. So I had that Kallax unit upstairs, and I forget how many squares it was. I think it's like an 8x8, sorry, a 4x4. And it just, so many people have it in their craft room, and it didn't work for me. So this is the Leah Torp bookcase, and I've been moving shelves around, not in this one, but definitely in the other one. I'm waiting on comic book boards to store my fabric. This one is going to have like my embroidery. It's going to have my yarn because I crochet. It's going to have my fabrics, and I do craft sewing, garment sewing, quilting, all different types of sewing. So I had been out of these like totes, these plastic totes here, and I got them at Costco. Again, nothing fancy. They were good, but for things like rayons or knits, you wash them, you dry them, you press them, you fold them beautifully, you put them in the tote, and just over the course of trying to get things in and out, taking them, unstacking them, and it's a nightmare. They end up all over the place, and all of your work is undone. So by the time it comes to when you get around to using that fabric, you need to rewash it. You need to repress it, and I hate it. So what I'm doing is, for thicker, heavier fabrics, like this is for an Outlander costume. This is rayon. This is knit, French terry. You know, I am going to use my foam core board, just like what you get for, you know, you do a science project at school. I have some right there. I'm going to cut that down. And then my cottons and my flannels and stuff, which I think will just work a little better on them, the tulle and things like that. Please enjoy my hair. It will not stop doing this. In fact, I gave my kid a bath, and I put him, I was combing his hair before bed, and I'm like, hey, you're copying me, because his hair will not stop sticking up in the exact same spot. So my hair is just a hot mess these days. I have my pre-cuts, fat quarters, jelly rolls. I'm going to do a quilt along with my mother and my best friend this winter. So yes, I'm waiting for those boards. I'm going to wrap everything, get them all up nice. My quilting blocks, not my, what do you call those? Like, well, for blocking knits, knitting, crochet. I just have like my batting there, and I need to go through this. I really need to purge. So I need to get a bag for this, because my kids can come in here now. So I'm going to turn around and you're going to see like the mess out in the hallway. It's so bad right now, but that's okay. It's temporary. So I am on the first floor. I love that there's a glass door, because it's very quiet in here right now. But if someone is out there screaming, I can hear them. And the rule is, if you're not bleeding from the head, leave me alone, because I just can't anymore with you people. But it's going to make a big difference. And then I actually have, this window is pretty much the same size as the one upstairs, but I have 4 overhead lights and a much higher ceiling. The other side of the house where my craft room was, it's actually, this room seems bigger, but it's really only 2 extra feet of space. If you say that this was what the closet was, right, then all I have is 2 extra feet going in this direction. It's night and day though. And this room is just overall brighter, and I think it's going to make a massive impact on my mental health. And the storage situation we have in this room is better. So my husband's upstairs and he's very happy, and I have decided he's very happy, and I have like, just, it's working better so far. Obviously we haven't even completely set up yet, but it's working better so far. And we needed to go through and we needed to purge, and this has really helped with that. So if you have found me through planner stuff, I have the planners I have right now. I purged a lot. Stickers I have stickers in other rooms. I want them all in one place. That was part of the issue. Like, I couldn't have everything in one place. It was a nightmare. And I have my vinyls, I have my laminating sheets, stamps, extra inserts. I have actually empty washi drawers for the first time in forever. And these aren't even jam-packed, if you can see, like they're rolling around in there. Copic markers, most of those are like empty. I went through all of those the other day and purged, and I'm going to continue to do that. You know, I have a lot of these, they're empty. Like the one down there, it's so funny because it's a bin filled with empty bins. Empty. I want to continue with that. My previous serger died. It just betrayed me and died. So I have a brand new one. I had to wait for that, but I'm so happy it's here. And I have a new table coming. It is Sauder, S-A-U-D-E-R. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I'm assuming Sauder. And it's going to be a little less wide. So this mat takes up quite a bit of space, but it's like this is 36 inches. So it'll only be like that wide, and it's the same length, and it will have like 6 cubes on each side worth of storage. and I cannot wait for it to get here. So a couple of weeks, it will be here, and hopefully by that point, I will be all done with this space and organizing, and I can come through and do another tour, and you all can see my happy face. So yes, like this table, that, can you see? Like that is what it does. So I don't recommend this, but it worked for upstairs because it collapses and that room was so small. So yes, this is it for today, and any questions, comments, please feel free to leave them down below. I love hearing from everyone. I'm sorry I've been gone for so long, just the way it needed to be. Hopefully I can get back to putting out content, and yeah, until next time, bye guys.